Hi trainers, I'm Teeds, how's it going? So we've been getting some hints from ElChicoEevee since yesterday about a new possible role for the next leaked Pokemon Leafeon, but it seems that we are also getting more hints for another Pokemon that is completely not on our radar at all. Now a quick disclaimer, leaks and hints are not official until confirmed by Pokemon Unite themselves. Please take it with a grain of salt, and sometimes the things that ElChicoEevee posts are not hints at all, so this could be nothing, but personally for me, it's too consistent right now that it does raise some eyebrows. This Pokemon is a mythical. So for the question of the day, what mythical Pokemon would you like to see in Pokemon Unite? The new Pokemon that seems to be hinted by ElChicoEevee is possibly Meloetta. I'm so sorry if I'm saying these names wrong, but Meloetta seems to be a Pokemon that may be coming to Pokemon Unite. Here's why I think it is a huge hint. So ElChicoEevee posted this gif of Meloetta. There is no context, but it got a ton of likes. People were confused. ElChicoEevee has done this in the past before where they've just posted the Pokemon like this. So of course it got some traction, but I needed some more proof. I needed to know what this means. Then ElChicoEevee posted this piano with no context, but with some musical notes in the text. For those who don't know, Meloetta is a Pokemon that is based on music. It has musical bar style streaks in its hair, quarter notes for arms and hands, and pupilless eyes resembling whole notes. This Pokemon is literally just based on music, even in its physical appearance. This lines up a lot with the theme that ElChicoEevee posts about the piano. I was like, okay, this can't be a coincidence. And then ElChicoEevee later on posts this Pikachu gif. At first glance, you have no idea what this is about, but this gif is actually from this YouTube video, which is a promotional video on certain Pokemon. As you can see here, there are Pokemon dancing, there are musical notes. It is very, very music based. You might be wondering, but what has this to do with Meloetta, since you can't see Meloetta? But that's the thing, you can't see Meloetta in its original form. Now, I don't know how to say this, but the Aria form is a normal and psychic type, which is its Peretti form. I think I'm totally butchering this. And that form is a normal and fighting type. If you look in this video, you can see that it's in its second form, Peretta form, which is crazy. This Pokemon is from Gen 5, and it seems like that this video is actually a promotional video for Meloetta. I was just mind blown. I was like, okay, these are three big things that ElChicoEevee has posted about Meloetta, and you trainers, if you watch me a lot, you know that I love hints. I'm into the whole thing where it's like not exactly stated that this Pokemon is coming to Unite, but rather that it's just gradually built up. I think that's super fun. So with everything that ElChicoEevee has posted, it just looks like a huge hint, don't you think? Of course, it could just be nothing, as you never know with what are hints or not, but with everything posted, it just seems to add up way too much. If Meloetta did come to Pokemon Unite, from its stats, it looks like it would be maybe possibly be an all-rounder or defender with its high health and high special defense, but it also does a ton of special attack damage. However, in its Pirouetta form, it's a completely different story with high health, high attack, and high speed, making me think that in this form, it's a speedster. This Pokemon could be multi-rolled because these stats are just completely different from each other. Meloetta to me is very interesting since I wasn't aware of this Pokemon's existence until all of these leaks happened, and the more I read into it, the more I was like, wow, this Pokemon sounds incredibly cool. Meloetta has a signature move, and that move is Relic Song. So as you can see, this Pokemon is just very heavily based on music, which is why the whole piano thing just really lines up with this. Again, it could be something else, but for now, if it is for Meloetta, it's very, very fitting. So with Relic Song, its signature move, it's a really cool move. What this move does is that it deals damage to the target, and it also puts them to sleep. In Pokemon Unite, I'm not sure if it's all Pokemon, but I think with Gengar at least, when you put a target to sleep, if you deal damage to that target or it takes damage from something, it will wake up. So maybe with Meloetta, it will do this as well. It will just wake up. But if it is its signature move, it seems that it's definitely a move that Meloetta will have in some shape, form, or way. And when this move is successfully used by Meloetta, it will change between its forms, between its Aria and Pirouetta forms, and that changes its type, it changes its base stats, which is why I think Meloetta might just be like two different roles. I feel like because the Pirouetta form is so speedster based, but the other one is so like defender slash all-rounder based, it seems very, very different. So I'm wondering if Meloetta will actually have like two different roles in the one Pokemon, because that would be really, really cool. Maybe me, Meloetta might be one of the first Pokemon to officially have two separate roles. Or maybe the second form, because Relic Song is like a signature move, maybe you can only be in your second form for a certain time frame. However, I think it'd be really cool if you can actually just literally switch between the two Pokemon simultaneously. So with Scyther and Sizzle, you can't do that. You just change into either one or the other, and with a Shifu with its two stances, you change it to one or the other. But it'd be really cool if you could change between these two forms throughout the game, so it's not just like this one time thing and you have to play this Pokemon for the rest of the game. It'd be really cool if you can do it during the whole game. I think that would be really sick. It says that in its Aria form, Meloetta can sing beautiful songs, while its Peretta form, Meloetta can perform graceful dances. So the first form sounds very maybe crowd control based, while the second form sounds very like fighting base, in my opinion, which makes a lot of sense because in Peretta form it is a normal slash fighting type, while its Aria form is a normal slash psychic type. And it also states that like other legendary and mythical Pokemon, Meloetta is capable of turning temporarily invisible, which is scary in Pokemon Unite. We all know that Pokemon who are stealthy have become pretty annoying in the meta, for example Sableye being incredibly crazy. If this does happen to be a Pokemon that is coming to the game, we do have a long list of Pokemon coming to the game at this point. So we do have Lapras coming, which is going to be another defender in Pokemon Unite, and in the PTS it was crazy powerful. And then we have, I don't know if it's Chandelure first or Umbreon first, but one of the two first. So Chandelure is an attacker coming to Pokemon Unite. That Pokemon was insanely fun. I loved its playstyle. I enjoyed it very much. And Umbreon being a defender, which is going to be the first evolution defender that we have, because all the other evolutions were attackers, and that wasn't as cool because we had too many EV attackers, you know. But I'm very excited to have our first EV defender, and Leafeon possibly being a speedster, so our first EV speedster, which is really cool. I'm really hoping for Jolteon soon or next after the Leafeon, because Jolteon is so sick to me, and I would love to see that design in Pokemon Unite. I think it would be really, really awesome. ElChicoEevee has written here, saw Doggo being nerfed, I smell it, bet as well as a cat. And the only cat I can think of is Espeon being the closest resemblance to a cat. So it looks like Espeon and Zacian are going to get nerfs. I do hope that they nerf Zacian properly, because I'm kind of scared that's going to be like the whole Lucario meta again, where they just kept giving Lucario nerfs, but it wasn't impactful enough to actually affect Lucario in the meta. So Zacian has been wreaking havoc in Pokemon Unite for a very long time now, way longer than we thought it would, and I would say the longest wrecking meta that we've had is probably between Greedent. Maybe it's Lucario. I don't actually remember how long Lucario's one. I think with Lucario it was so long that it became normal, but Greedent one was definitely a very long one, and I don't want that for Zacian. I have been seeing some Zacian and Comfy combos, and it's been pretty awful to go against or to see, to be honest, but hopefully the Zacian nerfs will be impactful enough that the meta will be like a lot more healthier, because I've been seeing a lot of complaints about it constantly. It hasn't stopped. ElChicoEevee says that they can smell a nerf coming to Zacian. I will let you know when the patch notes are out or when we have any patch notes. Very curious to see. So what do you think about Meloetta coming to the game? Let me know in the comments down below what mythical Pokemon you'd like to see. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, trainers, and I hope to catch you for the next one. Bye!